After a successful season 1, we're ready to run it back. This time, in person. 18 new contestants are ready to take on Carnegie Mellon's hardest challenge.
This is the birth of the smiling assassin, and I am ready.
I don't think that I can do the, schemy thing.
It's just about time to remove the Clark Kent glasses and reveal Superman.
This is a season of minimum production-led twists, but maximum chaos. With contestants pulling the strings, mark our words, you'll see gameplay like never before on College Survivor.
Freaking Puppetmaster!
I want to know who this is, and I want to take them out the game.
Goodbye, Puppetmaster.
They'll have to battle it out to become Carnegie Mellon's second sole survivor. 71 days, 18 people, 1 survivor!
I actually woke up at 7 because I was nervous this morning.
Meanwhile, there's me, 8:30, roll out of bed.
Oh my god. I left the house at 8:30 because I was I will be here.
My ride was leaving at 8:30, so I had no choice. I was like, well.
I decided to get to the challenge a little bit early. I didn't want to be late, so I got there a little early and I talked with some people. Which was nice because now, even if I'm not in the same tribe as them, I'll be able to maybe connect with them after the merge.
Hi, I'm Xavier.
Oh, nice to meet you. Xavier or Xavier?
Either is fine.
Okay, so I had a high school Xavier next to us.
Okay, yeah. It's Xavier.
One of the people that I was talking to actually was in my tribe, Anna, and we connected immediately.
I'm Abby.
Anna.
Nice to meet you.
Hello.
I sent her this application. I'm taking credit for her being here.
That's true. I did say that in my first professional.
Oh, really?
The reason why I'm here is because of you. I decided to apply for Survivor because I have a single one friend in grad school, and she was like, oh, it would be super fun if we applied together. And then I didn't even remember to tell her that I had applied. And then I did my interview and they were like, well, you can't talk about it. So we have never spoken about it. So Vivian, if you're there, just pretend we don't know each other.
Yeah, we're living together too. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So we are secretly allied.
It would suck if we'd have to get rid of each other late in the game, but for now, I want to be as open with her as possible. Also, because lying to everyone all the time, I love doing it. I'm doing it to a lot of people, but it's nice to have one person where it's okay to they know everything.
Lauren came off the bus. She was a little late because her bus dropped her in the wrong spot.
You went all the way to Pitt and then walked there? Because he didn't stop at Carnegie Mellon, they didn't stop at Curry.
She comes and walks right next to me, right? And so I'm the first person she talks to. And the first person she talks to, she says, oh, I know her. I'm actually roommates with her. Why would you tell me that? I know Xavier. Xavier and I aren't telling anyone that we know each other.
Oh, I love North Carolina weather.
A lot of people here. A lot of people here.
I walked up the stairs and immediately I noticed someone very familiar. The jacket, the height, the short height and everything. It was I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't. So as I got closer, the shock just kept building and building on me. And it was Nadia. Well, this is awkward. This is Nadia. We know each other. Hi. We didn't think we'd be doing this together. The producer really does do like this.
And I were basically texting each other and just saying I think we should make up that story how we knew each other, but something happened and that we're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
I saw you walk in and I was squinting. I was like, there's no way. But then you wore your famous hat that you always wear and I was like, there's no way it's you. And so I was like, shit, what do I do now?
I
So
mean,
just
it's a
took
good hack. It's a good hack.
I turned my back and it was like, I just talked with the other people and
Yeah.
they come in and I'm like, shit, this is not gonna make eye contact with you.
Did I know anybody? I don't know anybody on my tribe, but I know Ricky and Valen. Is it gonna help or hurt me? I mean, I think me and Val are definitely gonna just be in it together, try to help each other out as much as we can.
So Joe is one of my best friends, and we had said, like, while we were applying to Scotty Survivor, that if we both got in, we would have, like, a pact, like, we would be allies, like, for sure. Even if we knew we were going to be on different tribes. Shane, there was no way you were going to put us on the same team. And we kind of saw that coming. If we were both in, we were like, okay, if we're both in, like, no way would we even be on the same team. So we saw that coming, but we were still like, we'll still be a pact.
Sorry. I'm Judanique.
How do you say it?
Judanique.
I have it on my shirt.
Nadia. We have to like yell across.
Yeah. Welcome to Scotty Survivor Season 2! Over the next 71 days, you will be outwitting, outplaying, and outlasting your fellow contestants to try to win the $500 grand prize and be the next sole survivor at Carnegie Mellon. My name is Shane. I will be one of your co-hosts, and this is Govin. He will also be one of your co-hosts, and we're super excited to get this started. So, are you guys ready to find out your tribes? The first tribe is the Doritz tribe, which is blue. Xavier. Oh. Vivian. Anna. Judanique. Ricky. And Nikhil. The next tribe is the Zaman tribe, and it is pink. First up, Ale. Lauren. Parker. Valen. Henry. And Nadia. Alright, and that leaves the 6 of you for Verandy. So, Abby. Thank you. Haley. Runjan. Tina. And last but not least, Joe. Woo! Season 2 tribes. I'm totally going to buy the thing called Daily Are you guys ready for your first immunity challenge? Alright, this first challenge is called Relay Race, and there are 5 parts to it. Each member of the tribe will be doing a different part of the challenge. So the first part is a kind of tennis ball bucket toss. So you will be given a tennis ball, and you will have to, in order to gain a shot, you will have to spin around 5 times, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you will get a shot to knock down the bucket. As soon as you knock down the bucket, you are complete with the challenge, and that part of the challenge, and 2 members of your tribe will be doing this. When it's your turn, you'll be waiting here, and then you'll run to your part of the challenge, and then when you're done, you'll go to the very end, so you can watch what happens at the end. The second part is a mega block structure rebuild. So we have a structure placed on one of those chairs that you will have to replicate with the pieces that we have laid out there. And you can only go back and forth between the chairs to see the structure and make sure that you're just like giving people space to do that. When you're done with that, call me over for a check and I'll come check to make sure that it's good. And then the next person will run out there and you will have to build a structure of cups, 2 of each and then 1 on top. And you'll have to bounce a ping pong ball into the top cup. When that's done, the next person will go and run to where there is a word scramble. It is 4 words long. The first word is 7 letters, the second word is 3 letters, the third word is 2 letters, and the last word is 10 letters. And it is a common CMU phrase related to this year. And then the last person will be solving a slide puzzle. First 2 tribes to complete the challenge will win immunity, safe from tribal council. Last tribe to complete the challenge, you'll have a date with tribal council with Govan where somebody will be the first member voted out of Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. We've randomized for spots, so Verandi will be at this first station, Dorit will be here, and Zaman will be over there. Is everybody ready?
Got this, guys.
Yeah. For Zaman, we have Nadia and Ayo throwing. For Dorit, we have we have Abby and Joe. Survivors ready! Go!
Let's go, let's go! Let's go!
So close, so close.
Let's go!
You got it, Nadia. You got it. You got it. Take your time. Take your time. Everybody can hang on. Come on. Halfway there. Let's go. Go. You got it, Lauren. You got it. Lauren's got a huge lead right now with the puzzle.
Oh my God. Nikhil, give me a tip!
Lauren on the mega block. All right, please. See? Lauren is good!
We got this.
Here he is.
Come on, Randy.
No!
Go for it.
Oh, let's go, you got this!
Right here, Parker, right here. Great job. You got it. We have a huge lead.
Let's go! Yeah, nobody's gonna on the second one.
All the time. Thank you, Leo. That means a lot.
Let's go! First try right here! Oh! Y'all try this. You got it, Joe. You got it, Abby. You got it! Yes! Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I believe in you! Oh!
So close.
Run with me! Hey,
I got you. You got it. Okay, you got it. Cool.
It's just you and the bucket.
Exactly.
Just you.
Abby, you're so close. Oh my God.
Okay.
Parker bouncing the ball in the cups. Just misses.
Don't pay attention to Shane.
Zaman is good. I have a feeling we're winning this one, guys.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go. There we go.
We got it, Henry.
Go on, turns all in. Everything easy. We already know it.
Yeah, that's a Y. That's good. H is good.
Okay. Blue, yellow, red.
There we go. Shane.
Shane!
buttons all in everywhere. Come on! Let's go! Come on, slide puzzle!
You're close. You're very close. But no.
Very nice. Let's go. Your memory is impeccable.
No, there's no way.
Oh my god.
So much fun.
How are we feeling?
Feeling not bad. We got a little leg up on the unscrambler, so let's see how that goes.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Truth, Jane, check.
Let's go!
Haley coming in hot. And Anna's good.
You got this. Go.
Don't slip, don't slip. We're out. Xavier sprinting.
Oh, we got a wipe out.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, we slipped. Oh, no.
Good. Let's go. Hold on.
Oh, Zaman getting close to finishing the slide puzzle.
Can we take the border off?
My fingers suck.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, it's hardened all in everywhere.
You're good.
Working that slide puzzle.
There you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. You're good. Go.
I'm not gonna fall, don't worry.
Dory and Simon working on the slide puzzles now and is getting close to having it done.
Harden's in is here, yeah.
I believe in you.
So do I.
Let's go. Okay.
Going everywhere.
Turns in all everywhere. Go. Just going to the slide puzzle. All three charms are in it now.
We can take the frame off?
Yeah. Unique making more progress. Tina using her buff as an example for what it should look like. All the tribes helping with the slide puzzle. I can hold the frame. It's anybody's game. Anybody could win this challenge.
Oh my god, we finished. We finished! No.
Oh, that's sexy, but I gotta move that over there.
Brandy getting super close, and they were behind this entire challenge.
That was good. Wait.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Incredible comeback! Brandy safe from tribal council. Now it's between Dorit and Zaman. Zaman had the biggest lead of this entire challenge. They're still struggling with the fight. Dorit nowhere close to being done.
Do you guys have like a potty break before this or what?
Maybe the rain getting too yellow.
Yeah.
You guys like social distance.
Who's the rain? Are we still up again? You're gonna.
See how easier for them.
No, you got it. Don't worry about that.
That's it. That's it.
And Zaman wins it! Sending Dorit to tribal council this week. Congratulations for winning immunity this week. You are safe from tribal council. Dorit, unfortunately, one of you will be the first person voted out of Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. Before we leave, Verandy, since you were the first place finisher in this challenge, you will pick one person on Dorit's to receive an idol clue. You guys have a minute to talk about it.
Does anyone have a Venmo?
Okay. We should want to keep someone in that they will vote out. We should want to keep in a weak person.
Whoever they choose, we should share the clue.
I agree.
Yeah? Okay.
Alright. Please tell us who you've selected for the clue.
We've chosen for the first idol clue, Andre is Vivian.
Okay.
Thank you.
There you go. Dorit, we'll see you at Tribal Council later this week. Got nothing else for the rest of you. Head out.
Scotty Survivor. You need therapy after this, honestly. Like, if your team loses in the first challenge, prepare for utter destruction because no one knows each other. Like, we've met for 2-3 hours and then literally now we have to be like, vote someone out.
I think we gave it our best effort. In the end, it really was a team effort. Like, even with the slide puzzle, which probably was like where we lagged the most, like, it wasn't just Jude and Ike working on it.
I feel like we're already splitting, and it sucks that it was my fault that this could have happened because I messed up the slide challenge. The slide challenge, so hard. I do not want to do that ever again.
I'm not salty about the challenge. Like, we didn't win, you know, it was gonna happen eventually.
After the challenge, we were all, I was dejected. And I immediately after the challenge, I was like, oh shoot, I have to start scrambling today. I have to start thinking about strategy. And I would have immediately, but the tribe stayed in a group for a bit. Everyone was hanging out.
It's day 1 and I've already fucked up. So I was given the idol clue after the challenge. I don't really know why, but obviously I didn't want to hold on to that because I didn't want to be a target. So I shared it with the team and I said that I would post it in the Discord and then I posted it in the all chat.
And we had decided beforehand to share it with the rest of the group. And Vivian, instead of sending a picture to our group chat for the tribe, she sent a picture to the group chat for the whole game. So everyone saw it. So who knows? Anyone from any tribe might have it right now.
I will say that Vivian, I think she's trying to downplay how much of a fan she is. So I think she really is like attuned to this gameplay.
I don't think it'll matter that much because it's our tribe's idol, so why do other tribes care? But
Oh my god, now we might have other tribes looking for an episode.
Throughout the whole thing, there were a couple people that I could tell were trying to split off maybe and strategize. Nikhil and Anna.
So this is an alliance?
This is a new alliance.
We're
making
an alliance right now.
What's the other flavor of Doritos? Wait, what is the regular one? What's the red one?
But to be fair, we're 3 and it's a team of 6. We need one more person.
I'm going to be loyal, guaranteed, to only one, which is Xavier. Then after Xavier's Nikhil. Then after Nikhil is Ricky. After that, those 2 girls, sorry.
Immediately, when people left, we started talking strategy. We were like, oh, we felt this, like, we all could tell we were, like, vibing with each other. It was like, we clicked immediately.
Logically speaking, to actually follow through with it.
Wait, I think here's how we should approach this in my opinion.
Yeah.
So once she's voted off, right, it's gonna be a group of 5.
Yeah.
So I think we should maintain this core, but have one person switch over to our side to just get her out first.
Yeah.
And then me and Xavier kind of have like a low-key understanding that like if worse comes to worse and we end up being like the brain child from like Survivor, and like we're actually that bad in challenges, then we're gonna kick out Anna.
We started walking the same way, and as we were walking, we were discussing, like, we were talking, like, I think we should make this a alliance, and so we solidified the alliance. We solidified the alliance, and then as we were walking, I just said, "Hey, do you guys want to go look for the idol?"
You see anything that way?
Everyone right now is being little Regina Georges. And I personally am a Regina George, but I don't like seeing other Regina Georges.
Did you respond to Vivian? Yeah, should I just call her right now?
Yes!
Yeah, I'm done. Alright.
Just wondering what your thoughts are.
Cool. Well, before that, what are your thoughts?
Yeah. Fair. That's fair. Right now I'm definitely leaning towards Anna or Jude.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards Jude just because like everyone kind of held their own weight until like the end, you know what I mean?
We're the only 2 that saw Anna do the memory challenge where she did really bad.
Vivian, you think I took up so much time. Ricky and I counted how many times it took you to throw the dang ball.
Did she turn it in wrong twice?
I wasn't gonna complain about it until, you said I did a bad job, so thanks, by the way.
She also had to run back and forth 8 times.
It took you like 9 times, while it took Nikhil 5 times, when you said it took me 8 times. So statistically, numerically, logically speaking, it took you longer.
I'm okay if people do bad in challenges, but the fact is that Anna went, give me this challenge, I'm really, really good at it. So it's a little bit weird how badly she did.
But also, for being an ultimate frisbee, shouldn't you be good at aiming?
Because she's not the strongest competitor, which is all that Nikhil claims to know. And as like, a nosy grad student who, they're young undergrads, like maybe Nikhil just finds her attractive. She's very pretty, she's very social. She has a bubbly personality. I would not be surprised if Nikhil was attracted to her, not a crush, but attracted to her, and is therefore inclined to like keep her around. Because otherwise, like, if it's purely based on strength of competitors, it doesn't really make sense to me.
Anna's very high energy, which makes it a little harder for me to match. But yeah, I found to go Jude for the first one.
Okay, yeah, let's just think about the first one for now, because like, my goal is just to keep the strongest team as possible right now to like, you know, win challenges for the future.
Vivian wants me out because she calls me high energy, which I 100% am. But also, isn't that what Scotty Survivor is about? Like, strong personalities fighting it out to win? Like, honey, we don't want a dull personality on screen.
She does have a dominant personality, and I mean, I do too, but it's not that we would clash or anything. It's just that like anyone with a dominant personality and a social personality like Anna is, you know, a threat on some level.
Obviously that phone call, enlightening. It's okay, Vivian, it's okay. If everything pans out how I think it is. You're next.
I know that it's early, so it doesn't really matter to think about merge, but the thing is, she's a social threat and she's not super good in challenges. I do think she's better than Jude, but I think that's it.
So I'm kind of nervous. I think if we have any challenges that are more CMU like focused, like, I don't know, like trivia or something, I think that would be a really good asset. Like, I'm a tour guide, also like an orientation counselor, an orientation leader this year, and first year advisor. Like, I know a lot about CMU, so I don't know, I think I would be a good asset, and that's what I'm trying to hopefully convey to my team members.
Jude is just the weakest link, so she's going out first. Sorry, not sorry.
First person I talked to was Anna, and she comes to me and we like actually try to think about the dynamics just purely based off of like the challenge that we had. Because she was the first person I talked to. I might have been the first person she was talking to because it was pretty soon after the challenge. And so we very quickly deduced that Jude would be like the person to go out.
Currently going to talk to Ricky. I'm really excited. I guess homeboy's gonna think we're in an alliance. Okay, yeah, no. I'm just excited to play a little game.
She was like dead set on like Jude being the first pick and then backup being Viv. Like, she thought that like the only other weak person other than her was Viv. So that's why she put her name against Viv. Like, kind of like a more objective, kind of making our tribe better for the next challenge kind of vibe. Then the next person I talked to was Viv. Similar story, except Viv says the backup is Anna for the same reasons.
So I still think I think Jude would be a good first choice, but just to keep that in mind, because, yeah, I don't know. I was a little bit like stressed at that part, but I was trying to be like really supportive and not show much stress. But yeah, because the other guy who came in to do that puzzle, he only needed to look at it twice and then finished it, got it right the first time, and that's how they beat us, because we had a very big lead that time.
To be honest, I believe Viv a little more than I believe Anna. Like, Anna lost ground for us when she did like that memory thing with like the bricks.
Anna took a while with the memory thing.
And the other tribe passed us.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, cool. So we're on the, like, at least we can both kind of agree that I think Anna's performance was a little, it seemed less optimal. Anna had talked to Xavier, so after I talked to her, but before I talked to Xavier, she reached out to Xavier and she said, okay, Xavier, we should like make an alliance. And so then I talked to Xavier and we go over it. And I think he also believes that Viv did a better job than Anna.
Ricky wanted to make an alliance with Anna and me. So I've got all sorts of alliances going on. I'm juggling all this shit.
So like we have an alliance. I put the air quotes because it's an air quotes for me and Xavier, because we're not dead set on playing Anna into a true alliance.
I'm gonna stick with Nikhil and Anna. That seems like a solid core group, but I didn't say no to Ricky. We're doing an alliance, but it's a tentative alliance. He doesn't know about Nikhil and Anna?
It kind of came out of my conversation with Anna, and she asked Xavier to be in the alliance, and Xavier's like, okay, fine, I'm down. And I asked Xavier, and like, yes, he was down, but I think we both came to the conclusion that it's not like, she's at this point like, yes, an alliance, but like not a true alliance.
So, as far as he knows, he's my only alliance with Anna.
We just finished our first challenge, though I think we should have won that challenge hands down. I mean, it was really close, and we had a huge lead the entire time up until the very, very end. I'm just glad that we're not voting someone off.
Parker actually made a big impression on me. I didn't know him, but he recognized me. Apparently we had a class together freshman year, like a more obscure philosophy class, which is pretty rare.
In terms of the tribe though, and the relay, we absolutely killed it in the beginning, and then we almost choked at the end.
I came out the bat and gave us the best lead in probably the history of Survivor.
I was the anchor, I guess, to the relay. I was the last person to go, and it was a slide puzzle. And we got a really good start. Eon and Nadia, right off the bat, knocked over those buckets real quick, and the rest of the thing we just flew past, basically.
Kind of got shafted with the random draw just because our puzzle was made of something else, but other than that, we crushed it.
What happened is we kind of had a disadvantage. This was a disadvantage, basically. Was we had a cardboard slide puzzle. It was made out of cardboard. Everyone else didn't. I actually can't remember what they were made out of, but they weren't cardboard. And it rained on Saturday. Cardboard and rain don't really mix well together. So that was annoying.
We reached the final part of the challenge, and it was taking so long on the slide puzzle, and it was looking like we might actually lose despite the enormous lead that we had. I did begin to wonder who I would have voted off if need be.
I suddenly hear cheering from my right, and I realized that the green team finished and they won. And I was like, oh my god, Valen, you have to complete this puzzle now, because if you are last and we lose, you're going home.
I don't blame her for the slide puzzle at all. I think that it was a hard slide puzzle. I couldn't have done it. I mean, there was just no way. And, the team was contributing as much as they could to help her, so I don't think it makes sense to vote her off when none of us could really do it.
What I noticed while I was doing the puzzle and while I was stressing out and while the green team already won was some people, I can't remember who because I was obviously focused on the puzzle, came over and started taunting us and teasing me like, oh, you haven't finished yet? Like, you have so much time.
Do you guys have like a potty break before this or what?
Don't worry about it.
Maybe the rain getting to yellow.
I was like, okay, man, that ain't cool. That's not sportsmanship. Like, that's not sportsmanship. Like,
Valen pulled it through. We came out second, which honestly, not too shabby. I'm really happy with that. I think we have a strong tribe.
We of course celebrate our second place finish. Like, we don't have to go to tribal. Yay! Our team, Valen, Henry, and Parker all have to leave, and so it's me, Lauren, and EL left.
So what Vivian did accidentally, she sent the hidden immunity idol clue to the whole cast instead of just her tribe members. So I saw it while we're sitting in the car about to leave to go get lunch, and Lauren and Nadia are like, hey, let's just go look for it because we think we might know where it is.
We can go through the numbers on.
Alright, so we're here. We're on our way to look
Zaman.
for the...
Come on, Zaman.
Come on, Zaman.
Let's go.
We're on our way to look for the blue team's idol. I forgot their name already.
They're like Doritos or something.
Doritos? Cool Ranch?
They put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so,
if we can
wait,
get
this
there
way.
first.
The clue was definitely like somewhere in the tennis court. So
We're pretty confident we know where the clue is leading us.
I saw Haley and Abby from the green team. They were getting filmed individually. Maybe they were looking for hidden immunity idols. I don't know what that's about. They were just walking around getting filmed individually. So that leads me to think they might be strong competitors, but I told them about the hidden clue for the blue team, and they sort of like took in that information, and hopefully they trust me now because of that.
EOS just comes up to him and say like, hey, I didn't want to grab lunch, and of course like I didn't want to miss this opportunity to bond with the other tribe members. And so we end up going to Kaya, a Caribbean restaurant in the Strip District, and we just end up talking strategy at the restaurant and also also in the car.
Yeah.
So let's just say this is like the core, and then we're playing off like that.
Final 3, baby. Final 3.
Let's do it right here. Final 3. We basically established that we were gonna be the core 3. And Eo and Lauren were basically like, yeah, top 3, final 3, like we made a pact and stuff like that.
Eyal seems to want to have an alliance, and so does Nadia. So I don't know if it's the 3 of us, but I don't know how much I trust him. Like, I haven't really... He texts occasionally whenever he wants information, and I kind of distrust that. I don't know if he's talking to Henry or Parker.
He actually contacted me earlier today out of the blue, saying he wanted to get to know me better, and so far we've basically been exchanging compliments back and forth. I think if I did have an alliance, it would probably be with Eyal. I think that he is physically fit and sharp.
A fairly good impression of Eyal just from being in class.
We drop off Lauren, and then Nadia and I talk, and the second Lauren leaves the car, I go to Nadia and I say, listen Nadia, like I think the 2 of us, it's us, we're in the core 2.
Alright, so we just dropped Lauren off, and now we're dropping me off. But Nadia and I are thinking...
Core 2.
Core 2.
Eo comes up to me and says, hey Nadia, I think us 2, definitely core 2. And I'm also not sure about Lauren being our core 3.
I hate backstabbing Lauren, but she's a threat, I think.
I feel like she could be the type that will let something slip. She speaks her mind, if you ask me. And also on top of that, she does know a lot about Survivor, and she knows how the game works. And that's dangerous.
So I was like, okay, kind of juicy. Like why do you already kind of want to backstab and blindside Lauren, you know? Or we can stick to like our core 4 would be us 2, and then Valen and Lauren. But Lauren thinks that she's in the core 3.
Yeah.
But it's actually Valen in the core 3.
I want her to feel very secure with me, trust me, which is really good. And then I don't mind blindsiding her.
And so that kind of, like, in the back of my mind, it kind of scared me. I was like, Eo's already thinking many steps ahead. Is already wanting to go behind his word on the first day to Lauren. And I was like, like he wants me to be the core 2?
We could talk about it more, about who the target is, but I think the 2 of us are pretty certain.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's take it to the end. I think we're gonna win the whole thing.
But I was like, he might do the same thing to me as well. What if he ends up bonding with like Parker and Henry and they end up being the core 3?
Hello, Scotty Survivor! So much has happened since the day 1, and we are off to a great start. So I guess to start, we met our tribes on Saturday morning, and really great energy, good first impressions from everyone. I got stuck with Abby, with Joe, with Haley, with Ranjan, and with Tina, and honestly, like, that's kind of a beast tribe. We had the first challenge, and we kind of slayed.
I didn't expect Joe and Abby to be the worst. They were horrible, to put it lightly.
I didn't do really well in the first bit. Like I easily could have lost the challenge for us because I was so slow.
We started off really slow, but everyone kind of found their footing.
It all comes down to the puzzle at the end of challenges, and to have someone who's like good at that is like excellent.
And we had this mathematical model for the slide puzzle that was just awesome, and we really were able to pull back this great comeback.
I'm hoping that people think that I like helped on that with the strategy. I think, well, people have said they do, but I don't know if I believe them, if they're just being nice. Like, oh yeah, you're totally fine. Like, you helped with the puzzle.
Abby was like, okay, like whoever's doing this, like this is a strategy. And I was like, my girl, I see you, like, yes. And so I was like, okay, the 2 strong puzzle people, like our minds connecting.
So we finished, and I asked the production team if we could go up to the different tribes and, you know, observe, maybe even taunt them. I don't know why I would want to do that because we already finished, so there's no point But I went up to Nadia's team, the team that had been working on a slide challenge for at least like 5 minutes or something. And I made a dumb comment. I said, "Hey guys, you guys take a potty break? Like, what's taking so long?" You know, I was just doing that for some laughs, some comic relief. You know, they've been struggling a bit. I wanted to lighten the mood. But now looking back, I think that was probably a really dumb decision because I don't know. They're gonna remember me and they're gonna be like, wow, this girl she wants us to lose. She's trying to sabotage us.
We're yelling, we're like, the morale is high. We did that. Like, we popped off. Like, we were the underdogs, okay? And so it was amazing. We spent the next, like, however much time just trash talking the other teams.
Ranjan, though, kind of seems a little bit like a little slithery snake.
Also, Joe on Brandy, I have beef with you, sir.
He also always goes like this when he talks, which kind of just really gets on my nerves.
I have beef with you, sir, because you got me out of Orientation Assassin after round 3.
He seems like he's probably going to play pretty hard, but act like he's not really playing pretty hard.
I don't think Joe and I have much in common. He seems like a very fun guy. He seems like he's here, he's ready to play hard, and that's someone I feel like I need to watch out for.
He seems like the type of person who is very competitive but hides a lot, and he's just there to win.
I talked to Joe last night as well. I was like, bro, like that bucket challenge was so hard, and he was like, yeah, it was. So you know, we had a good bonding over that.
Abby was pretty cool. Really good vibes from Abby. She seems pretty genuine right off the bat.
Abby, I can tell she's gonna be a strong player. I can tell she's gonna be an asset to Brandy. Like, homegirl went to Princeton, and she's here for grad school for robotics. She is a smart cookie.
Abby, she is somebody I kind of want to latch myself onto. I think as long as we're two are together, I'm not going to be the smartest person in the room. It's going to be on her. And if that can mask me and just make me look weaker at the time being, I'm fine with that.
And I like Ethan because he's also a grad student, and he also, I figured out, like just came from undergrad. So we're like in the same position in life, which is cool and good and relatable.
Since we won, we had the whole week to just like get to know everyone. So I was like, okay guys, like we have to, you know, we should meet up, we should start talking, getting to know each other. And so we decided to meet up, and we had dinner on Tuesday night, and Ranjan and Tina didn't come. Well, Tina didn't come at all, and then Ranjan came like 2 hours later or something.
We don't know when Ranjan's coming. He's supposed to be here in like 8 minutes. But we might, the four of us.
I'm just making sure he's not behind.
The four of us.
I'm watching.
We might have an alliance.
We might?
We might.
Oh wait, the poll.
We like really clicked. Like we were having a good time. So we decided to ally with each other in case the time comes, which hopefully it won't for a while, that, you know, we go to a tribal council, we know, okay, like Tina and Ranjan are going to be the first ones to go.
Since there are 4 of us here, that's a majority in 6-person. Might as well.
Yeah, why not, right?
Haley, not a subtle queen, was just like, what if this just became alliance? And I was like, okay, like, I want to get that majority. So I was like, oh my god, like, what if we were? Like, let's make it happen. Super awkward, but we were able to form the Bean Squad, come up by moi.
We need a name.
We need a cute name.
Yeah.
The Bean Squad?
The Bean Squad. Bean Squad.
Everyone was kind of on the same mindset that, like, Tina would go, even though Joe was the one who said it first. My strategy kind of with this alliance is I just want to step back and let them do all the work, and I'm just gonna be that wolf in sheep's clothing.
I kind of said Tina.
I think we're all thinking
Tina. We're all kind of thinking Tina.
I think we're on the same wavelength.
Tina said that she couldn't come because, you know, she is studious and is being a scholar and had a lot of work to do, which is understandable. Like, I felt for her because I knew going into hanging out that something was going to happen behind her back, and I just felt bad because if I was in her situation and like actually had like, you know, a big commitment that I needed to take care of, and like my tribe mates were going behind my back and making an alliance, which we did. Me, Joe, Abby, and Ethan made a, you know, kind of core 4 alliance because Runchin didn't show up until like 2 hours later. So I would just feel so bad.
It's like you can't hesitate in this game, and you know, if an opportunity is given to bond with your tribe mates, which right in the beginning, which is when it's most important, I feel like you have to take it if you're really serious about it.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it sets us up for later down the line, and
Yeah.
I guess the beginning part is about forming just strong bonds, and we are all here to do that.
You know, I had to make sacrifices last night. I didn't do things that I was supposed to do, but you do what you have to do to stay in this game, and I'm willing to do what I have to do to stay in this game. So, you know, if I hadn't been there last night, it would have been someone else in that alliance.
The only thing I don't like is that Runjun is on the outside of it as of right now, but if there's a time and we end up losing 2 in a row, I wouldn't mind taking Abby, for example, and maybe just flipping it on its head.
At like 1 in the morning, I got an email from somebody calling themselves the Puppetmaster, which basically says,
"You seem like a valuable ally, and I'd like to see you last in this game."
I'm willing to trade. Show me proof you have another tribe's idol by 8 p.m. on Monday, March 1st, and we can arrange an exchange.
If the price is too steep, I'm a reasonable person. I'm open to other offers. Make me one.
Yours truly, the Puppetmaster. And then they send me a picture showing that they have the Zaman idol.
This guy emails me at 1 a.m. last night saying that he stole our idol, our hidden immunity idol, and sends a picture of it proving as such, saying he wanted me as an ally. Now, my first thought easily was that this was production. I mean, if I was producing this, I would definitely claim that an idol was stolen. Well, that theory went away. Production confirmed it wasn't them.
So right off the bat, my first instinct was, okay, if I'm just gonna go find an idol. But then I messaged Ayal, and he also got the email. And so it very quickly became obvious that everybody in the tribe had gotten the email.
Henry also got that email. Like, okay, so he sent a screenshot of the email and he sent it to our tribe channel thingy, and he was like, yo, did anybody else get this email? And we were all like, dude, holy shit, yes. But I mean, we all thought it was sus, because especially, like, I'm like, okay, if you think I'm a valuable ally or whatever, you would address this with my name. Like, why didn't you address this with my name? Who are you?
So we started working on a plan to figure out who the Puppetmaster was.
I'm really happy Henry said something, because what happened was that basically it made our bond within a tribe stronger rather than weaker, which is what we, is what the Puppetmaster intended to, like, split us up. Like, oh, I'm gonna, find this thing and get an idol.
We spent the whole morning figuring out how to figure out who this individual is and basically get them out of the game for trying to mess with Zaman.
So the first thing we tried was me, Lauren, Nadia, and then for a little bit at the end, Valen went hunting for an idol, just raw, no clue, on campus.
Sitting somewhere.
What's in the trash can? Did you put in the trash can, Shade? Is that for the trash can?
I'm dying out here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're going inside?
To no avail. It was a complete waste of time.
We looked everywhere. Yeah, we did look everywhere. Well, we looked a lot of places.
I mean, we all over campus, literally end to end, front to back, like, oh my god.
Someone freaking Puppetmaster! Why are you doing this to us?
Puppetmaster's gone next week.
Oh, yeah,
Guaranteed.
it's over.
Guaranteed.
We're finding out who you are.
It's on Parker. He's got to figure him out.
Parker comes in and gives us another good idea, which is if we don't find an idol today when they go idol hunting, what if we just fake it? What if we send them back and we can easily copy the paper? And he was suggesting photoshopping the idol into our picture and sending them a picture of a fake idol find just to meet up with them and get their identity.
After spending a good bit of time forging this hidden immunity idol, I send it to the Puppetmaster. I say, Mr. Puppetmaster, behind Hunt Library, half an hour. So I wait half an hour behind Hunt, and then I leave. 15 minutes later, I get a message saying, too late, enjoy the evening breeze. It's almost like they planned it to make sure that I would be gone from Hunt Library before sending that email, so I wasted even more of my time. So in short, this means war.
That was on Monday, and we had this, and we met on Zoom, and we just had a little game plan, so it's like, okay, we couldn't meet with him, like, what do we do now?
What if we text and say,
I had the same thought.
Runjin, nice try, didn't work. Or like, not didn't work, but like, Runjin, next time give me what I want, or something like that.
That's out there.
And just put a random name out.
Basically, we just decided to kind of reveal that there is a Puppetmaster to the whole cast. I think tomorrow on Friday. Today's Wednesday when I'm filming this. Friday's our next challenge. And basically it's just kind of like, not cause riff in other tribes, but basically just let the tribes know that there's someone on either one of their teams. I think it's on the green, someone from the green tribe. Maybe decide on a specific person. I mean, I'm okay with the kid who was, teasing us.
Get Ranjan out of here.
I know, right? Like,
no place for that kind of behavior.
It's
civilized game.
It was Tina too.
Ranjan and Tina.
Yeah.
Ranjan and Tina.
So, I mean, like, obviously just from that, we think they're together, right? Like, wouldn't that make sense that they're, like, kind of aligned if they're both doing that?
I guess.
Or at least they have similar, like, ideas, which, I mean, they'd probably come together if they weren't together already. I don't know. I'm glad that rubbed you all the wrong way. Like, I was like, get out of here. It's like, this is such bad sportsmanship, bro.
Can't stand it.
He's at the top of my list for Puppetmaster.
Ranjan talked shit at the challenge on Saturday. So I want it to be him. I hope it's him so that our targeting the Puppetmaster kills two birds with one stone.
Also, though, I don't know, I feel like Abby seemed like she could be sneaky, so I feel like it might be her as well.
Abby stood out just because she's a PhD student in robotics. I think that's impressive. And she seemed like a little meek for somebody with pursuing something so like hard and ambitious. So I don't know, the juxtaposition kind of stuck out to me.
What if Puppetmaster is someone from the Zaman tribe? What if they just made this fake email and sent the email to all of us to test our loyalty?
Who would do something so drastic on like day 3? Like, did nobody hear when Shane was like, we're here for 70 days, and you're gonna fuck shit up 20th of the way in?
Not only drastic, but dramatic.
Yes.
Extremely dramatic. And I don't know Abby particularly well, but that doesn't seem like her style.
Like, it seems like her style maybe like 4 weeks in. Like, maybe she's like, oh, I need to make a move. But 3 days in? Mind you, this is day 3.
In our tribe little meeting on Zoom on Monday, Lauren reveals she actually told her roommate, Judanique, who's on the Doret team, so the blue team, that she got this email.
So you're saying that now Judanique is telling her tribe about this whole like threat that we got from like the Puppetmaster.
When Lauren said that, we're like, oh, you told her? Like, why would you tell your roommate? What did you tell your roommate? Like, so we were all a little sus because apparently Judanique isn't as, like, her and Judanique, their roommates weren't as alliance-y. It's not a word, but I'm gonna use it anyways, as they had thought they were gonna be. And so Lauren's now, I guess, wary of her roommate, or I don't know. So we were all a little sus on that, but Lauren just kind of revealed that to her roommate who's on a different tribe.
She told me straight up that her roommate is Judanique, which is scary, you know, like she knows someone.
Judanique provides me an asset that they're like, we should keep Lauren around because she can get us the tea on the blue team. Even though really I'm just the master of all information and I determine what Judanique gets and I determine what my tribe gets.
Her being roommates with her makes me think, oh, they're just gonna tell each other everything.
While on the subject of the Puppetmaster, I just want to include that Lauren messaged the Puppetmaster and was like, hey, give me your identity and then we'll work something out.
I was trying to kind of see if I could get a little bit about them. So I tried to reply and be like, if we're going to be allies, I feel it's only fair that I know who you are. I'm a reasonable person. Tell me who you are and I'll show you what I found this weekend. Kind of try to like imply that maybe I had an idol, but really just try to get them to kind of tell me who they are. I have no intention of working with them. I like the Zaman tribe. I want to stick with them. So as soon as they tell me, obviously I'll tell them.
Like I'm assuming the ego suggests he would fall for that. I don't know. I just think Lauren's probably going to be the first to go.
The second she said that she emailed them without telling anyone, that sends up red flags for me.
I was trying to get them to say who they were, because I didn't think it was fair that I knew them, or they knew me, but I didn't know who they were. So then they were like, sorry, that won't be possible. Do I really know you at all? You do have information I may find valuable. If you send me an explanation of your tribe dynamics, allies, strong players, weak players, etc., I can get the idol to you. If you show me what you found this weekend, I can get the idol to you. Then he said, P.S. I may choose to reveal myself to you down the line. If so, the code phrase is, fortune favors the weak. Trust no one.
What she doesn't know is that Nadia sent an email to the Puppetmaster as well. No one knows this besides me. Nadia and I talked about it. I said it'd be a good idea for her to send an email as well. So when Nadia sent an email as well, she got the same exact reply as Lauren, that Lauren sent us. But at the bottom, it said, P.S. I'll be your ally later in the game when I say this code phrase.
When I sent this to my tribe, I kind of cropped it like this so you couldn't see the PS that says all that stuff.
I also sent a reply right to Puppetmaster, but everyone else in the tribe thinks that it's only Lauren and Parker who sent the reply to Puppetmaster. I only told Ayol about my reply to Puppetmaster, so I'm really scared that somehow that information gets out. Maybe Puppetmaster outs me and I'm definitely on the chopping block. She's keeping some valuable information from us.
Wait.
And there's no way that he only sent it to me.
She
right?
Just, cut it out.
Exactly.
What? Oh my god.
So I'm saying, I don't know. I think you might be right.
I told you. I'm telling you, Lauren's sneaky.
Lauren cut off that code phrase from the rest of us, so no one in the chat sees that there was a PS. But me and Nadia know, and Nadia and I are in her final 3. I mean, she lied to us. We know that. We're not going to bring that up yet because we're already pretty good with voting her out, the rest of us. But if we need to, we can easily pull off dirt. Come on, Lauren, don't lie to us.
The Puppetmaster was getting on my nerves. And I realized I had to do something. I had to make a big move now. They really forced my hand 3 days in to do something that I probably wouldn't have done if this freaking Puppetmaster didn't do this. So I basically make a fake email, right? brickabrackbags@gmail.com, which is essentially the exact same username that this guy has. And I say, nice to meet you, Puppetmaster. I have something you want. Give me until 8:30 p.m. today and you will not regret it. So I set this at 8:02 p.m. and the deadline was supposed to be at 8. I also named myself the Master Puppetmaster just to troll this guy a little bit, right? So it's 8:12 right now. I am in Tepper right now. I run to Wien. I basically make this fake clue that I think looks super realistic. I even made it so that the font is the same, the spacing is the same, and also the lines, the number of lines and everything. I really think this works. And then I emailed him this picture. So that's my fake idol right there. I don't know if I made a smart move or not, but I'm really hoping this Puppetmaster isn't as smart as it seems that he is, and he falls for it. Guys, update. I got an email today from the Puppetmaster at 2:10 p.m. that he hid the idol at Doherty. Get off from class at like around 4:30. I sprint to campus and I basically disguise myself using like a scarf, this hoodie, sunglasses, big mask, everything, just so if someone is watching me, like for example the Puppetmaster could just be there, hopefully the person doesn't see me and knows who I am. So I go there with just my whole disguise. I go to the location and the package is still there. I frantically take it, I put it in my pocket, and then I rush to go inside Doherty and I hide in the bathroom for a good like 20 minutes. This could potentially hurt me in the future just because Puppetmaster knows what I'm up to. They can potentially tell others that I have an idol, and it could just potentially ruin my game at the end. I'm not gonna tell anyone about this. I'm gonna swap this idol, the real idol, hopefully, this better be real. I swear to everything, this better be real. So I swapped this idol and I take out one of my fake idols from my backpack and I put it back in the same Ziploc bag that it was in before, with the same clue as well. So I rush back to the same location where I found this initially. I basically put it back in the same place and then just leave it there with the fake idol. So I'm probably gonna check it in a couple of days and see if it's still there or not. If it's not there, then I'm guessing that one of my tribe members also got the email. This Puppetmaster is really getting on my nerves and I want this person gone. Like, gone. Like, bye.
Vivian said that she saw Jude looking for the idol, so I'm nervous about that. Because if Jude gets the idol, she's probably going to use it tonight because she hasn't been... She would be dumb not to use it tonight if she has it.
I was poking around the football field a bit, but then I saw Jude actually there. So I ran off. I did not find the idol, and I was only there for literally like 3 to 5 minutes because I was mostly there meeting to Ricky. I was just like looking at the football field while on my way to meet with Ricky. And then I saw Jude walking around there. And then so when I met with Ricky, he told me that Jude had apparently texted him about wanting to look for the idol.
Like, I asked him first, like I reached out to him like after the challenge. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be booted out if I don't do anything. So I reached out to him, I was like, hey, do you wanna go idol hunting? I'm probably gonna get booted out, like I'll tell you the clues and like we can decide what we'll do after, like if we actually find the idol, and like he agreed with that.
So first thing I want to suss out, because I know this girl's been looking, if she asked to look for it yesterday, on top of the fact that Viv saw her looking, so I also know that Viv was looking, and she hinted that her roommate, Lauren, who is in one of the other tribes, said that their tribe was looking for people from our tribe looking for it, which I'm like, okay, I think, like in the back of my head, I'm like, no, I think they're looking also for this idol too. So a lot of people are looking for this idol. And anyway, so I wanted to suss out if she had it, because if there's anyone in our tribe who is like the best equipped, it would be Madame Tartan Ambassador. So I wanted to like suss that out, and we didn't find the idol, and I was kind of like looking at her as I was like looking for the idol.
All three of them went in that direction. I feel like they have an alliance, and maybe Vivian might be like
Oh, so
out.
wait, you think like Anna,
Yeah,
Xavier,
Anna,
and
Xavier.
Nikhil?
Yeah.
Oh.
The alliance that I had with Xavier and Anna, like, I don't believe it, Xavier doesn't believe it. I don't even know if Anna believes it still. Apparently there could be a potential like alliance between Anna, Xavier, and Nikhil.
You wanted her to think that you're voting for Anna, like that still holds true, like because she also wants to vote for Anna, and I convinced her that
Both of us are voting for Anna. So the other development, I kind of crafted this because it's possible. I don't know it's necessarily true. So after you branched off from us, right, it was like us 5. And I drove Jude home, which was because Anna, Nikhil, and Xavier, like, all branched off together. And so Jude and I were thinking, like, were they looking for the, like, because we literally walked around the tennis court today looking for this idol and we didn't find it. And so it could be possible that, like, those 3 walked off together and, like, walked around and looked for the idol together, and they might have an alliance.
Huh, okay. Also some sort of Xavier, Anna, Nikhil alliance. So I'm not sure how much I trust Xavier.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So I don't know if you read my other text, but so I talked to Xavier after talking to you, right? And I told you I was going to talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
And so this morning, let me find the text. Not morning, I guess. At 3, he said, "Yo, has Jude reached out to you at all?" And I was like, "No, I texted her after we called yesterday. I'm going to meet with her later today. Why? What's up?" And he's like, "I'm wondering what he's thinking." And then he says, "Yeah, I honestly have no idea what she's thinking. I don't think she has the idol yet." And I was like, that's a really weirdly, I told him that I saw him at the football fields, right? Saw her at the football field. But that's a weirdly unprompted thing to say. Like, I wasn't texting him. He texted me out of the blue and was like, "Well, have you talked to Jude? Like, I don't think she has the idol."
He does seem to talk to me a lot, and he did admit that he talks to Anna and Nikhil, so at least he hasn't been lying to me. He says he's mostly talked to Anna and not really Nikhil.
Idea of, like, an alliance okay, so this idea of, like, an alliance between, like, Nikhil, Xavier, and Anna, like the 3 underclassmen, right? Because Jude's a junior, I'm a senior, and you're a PhD student. It's still a possibility. So we could also, like, try to keep Jude with us, like, at least have a 3 right now.
Talked to Ricky and Xavier both again, and Nikhil, who called me out of the blue. So basically Nikhil wants to throw most of the votes at Jude, but then have one person vote for someone else. He threw out maybe Ricky.
Ricky and Jude went to find the immunity idol together, so that means they're together now. So this means that if we choose Anna and if we choose Jude and she actually does have the idol, then Anna and Ricky's vote's just going to be casted towards, sorry, I keep saying Anna. Jude and Ricky's vote's going to be casted towards Anna, and then she's out, and suddenly our lines for me, Anna, and Xavier just went to me and Xavier.
That if Jude plays the idol and votes for Anna, then there'd be a tie and we can re-vote, which obviously I don't want that because, well, first off, that won't happen. But I don't want that because Ricky is, I think, my closest ally.
Everyone wants to vote off Jude, but, like, in case she has the immunity idol, we need to do it in a situation where if someone splits the vote, so that way, like, if it's not Jude's vote that decides who goes home. So right now the plan is, if I can trust Ricky and Viv, which I don't know if I can, all of us vote Jude except for me, where I'm gonna vote one of the people besides Anna or Jude, because we think Jude's gonna vote Anna. So that way it goes into, like, a split vote between someone else, whoever I vote, and Anna. And
he already had this plan of, like, we're voting for Jude and then having, like, a split vote.
And I'm most likely gonna vote Viv, just because I don't want 2 people to be on the chopping block from my alliance.
Did he tell you a specific name?
He said, like, maybe Ricky.
Nikhil is out here saying I should be the tie vote.
Is that because Nikhil isn't voting for Jude, there's only 2 of them voting for Jude, and one of them is going to be voting for me or Ricky, which means that if me and Ricky vote with Jude, then that's a 3-2-1, and we'll be able to get Anna off.
At the beginning, right after the challenge, I knew I was going to be voted out. It was like, I did not get to prove myself. I don't have any qualities, or I don't have anything immediately showing to keep me in. So that was, like, kind of stressful. Today, it helped a bit. It was, like, really nice to know that, like, Ricky and Viv, like, had, I guess, it was kind of interesting on both parts, like the fact that they had, like, a secret thing going on behind the scenes.
Just to be clear, it's still best. Again, I don't know if you have the idol or not, but it's best to pretend that you do, because if you don't have the idol, then all 3 of them will vote for you. If you do have the idol, if they think you have the idol, one of them will vote for me or Ricky.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the idol. You guys are, I don't know if we're, like, I trust you guys. I hope you guys also trust me, but I do not have the idol. I met with Anna and Nikhil today. So Anna, we had a really long meeting, like a 40-minute long meeting. And it was just interesting to hear her just target Nikhil, or not Nikhil, to hear her target Ricky. And I don't know, it was just like weird because she made me promise and I was like, I can't promise, but like, you know, I'll cross my fingers just in case. Or that from, can I have like a specifics though? Because I haven't like disclosed who I was voting for to anyone.
Let me double check because I think I want to make sure my, you know, statements are correct. I think it's Ricky.
I decided my charm can get me so far. So, like, if it worked on Jude, it can work again.
Anna really wants to vote for you, Ricky.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, I didn't tell Anna that I wanted to vote for her, so I don't think Anna wants to vote for Ricky.
How come?
Well, she told Ricky that she wanted to vote for me as backup if she couldn't vote for you. So it just doesn't feel, and I'm inclined to believe that, so it doesn't feel like anyone really wants to vote for Ricky.
Jude is not very good at lying. Like, she's such a sweet person and I do really like her, and I think that because she's so sweet, she cannot tell lies. And that's been it hasn't been, but it could be very detrimental. Like, she told Nikhil that Xavier felt closer to me than him, and like, that's a problem. Like, Nikhil is not on our side.
Whenever anyone's asked me if I've talked to Anna or Nikhil, I've just been like, oh yeah, I've talked to them a little bit, but you know, not too much. So we've been trying to keep it secret that we're like a really tight alliance.
The alliance is going to be me, Ricky, and Xavier. And so if we do have to go to tribal again, like, we're okay voting Jude out. Ricky and I are just worried that if we vote Jude out right now, then us two are going to be on the bottom. Because again, we like still have no idea if Xavier's with us or with them.
I like her, but I think if it came down to it, I would have to vote her out over anyone in my alliance because I think that alliance is more solid than I am with Vivian.
Nikhil actually believes that Xavier's on my side, then he's gonna be a little wary. Like, what if, for example, he doesn't trust Xavier to vote for Jude, so he just votes for Jude? Then we'd have a 3-3. And so Ricky and I talked about what would happen if there was a 3-3. What we're gonna do is that for the revote, we're gonna stick to voting to Anna and just really hope that Xavier switches sides. And then if it comes down to consensus, we're both willing to flip and just get Jude out because we do not want to go to Rocks for the first tribal. That would be insane.
Xavier brought up a good point yesterday. Like, what if they're actually all three playing us, and it's like, you know, where they're making me like choose someone else, so that way it's like they can do 3 votes against one of us, and then we only have 2 and 1 vote.
I don't know how it's gonna go. I feel like I have to just trust in my alliance members, and I feel so bad for like lying to Anna, but I also don't know if she's lying to me too.
Not to sound cocky, but Xavier, Nikhil, and I are majority in alliance, so we, in a way, dominate the team.
Greet Tribe, welcome to the first Tribal Council of Season 2. This is not where you want to be, but here we are. My first question is for Xavier. Last season, a third of the cast were first-year undergraduates. However, this season, there are only 2. How do you feel about the rest of your contestants?
Yeah, it definitely felt kind of alienating. I came in here and I was talking to everyone before tribes were assigned, and I was so surprised because I thought there would be more freshmen, and so it was a little bit nerve-wracking at first. I thought I might be the odd man out, but the tribe has been very accepting of me, and no one's really focused on that, I don't think.
Gotcha, fair enough. Vivian, you're the only graduate student on this tribe. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little different because that's what I expected. I know that grad students traditionally don't participate in too many extracurriculars. But, you know, I thought this would be a great way to meet people, and I don't feel old, and I don't see these people as, like, young. Like, I feel like they're as smart, you know, as everything as me, and we're all kind of, like, you know, the same age, so I don't feel very different from everyone else playing this game.
Judanique, we had our first challenge this past weekend. I want you to walk me through how that challenge went.
So it was really exciting. There's definitely so much adrenaline in the air, and I remember standing back here until the last person went, just cheering for everyone, and then just sprinting to my challenge. That was a great run. I really enjoyed that. I liked slide puzzles. I did not think that I didn't have enough time to actually complete it though. So it was really nerve-wracking just being there, and then the pieces were wet, but everyone was really helpful with like pointing me out when I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm like kind of overwhelmed now, because we had all 3 tribes were at that point when I was like was getting way too overwhelmed. So yeah, it was really nerve-wracking.
Fair enough. Anna, do you think there's anybody to blame for your first challenge loss?
Personally, no, because I think it was the first challenge, nerves were really high, and I think everyone did the best that they could in the situation that we had. And we tried our best, and honestly, there's nothing more we could ask.
Okay. Ricky, here we are, Tribal Council, not where you want to be. We have the first vote of the season. What are you doing to make sure that it's not you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm sure everyone has felt this, like, following the challenge, it's just been a whirlwind of, like, reaching out to everyone and just seeing where everyone's at and just making sure that everyone is at this place that you think that they are and just going off of that.
Okay, final question to Nikhil. There's been a lot of idol paranoia around camp. Do you think anybody has the idol? How are you feeling about it?
Nerves are high in the beginning, and obviously everyone's going to scramble to try to save themselves. As a tribe, we've only bonded for a couple of days, and I think we all would like to stay in the game to play longer. So of course there's going to be that initial, tension around the idol hunt. But yeah, other than that, it's been fun, and I think we'll get closer as a team because of it.
Xavier, you're first.
Okay.
We had like reason to vote for. She was second slowest for a challenge, but yeah, here we go.
I'm so sorry.
And if it's your fire going out tonight, it will definitely be the brightest one of our tribe.
I'll go tally the votes. I have the votes. If there are any idols or powers that'd like to be played, now is the time to do so. Seeing none, I'll reveal the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Judanique. Second vote. Anna. That's 1 vote Judanique, 1 vote Anna. Third vote. Vivian. That's 1 vote Judanique, 1 vote Anna, 1 vote Vivian. 3 votes remaining. Judanique. That's 2 votes Judanique, 1 vote Anna, 1 vote Vivian, 2 votes remaining. Anna. We're tied. That's 2 votes Judanique, 2 votes Anna, 1 vote Vivian, 1 vote left. Final vote, and first person voted out of Scotty Survivor, Lost in Time, Anna. Anna, please bring me your torch. Anna, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Congratulations on surviving your first tribal council. I wish you all the best of luck in your second challenge. Good night.
Next time on Scotty Survivor Lost in Time. After the first big blindside of the season, everyone on Doree is scrambling to find their place on the tribe. And with the Puppetmaster's latest scheme, how will Zaman fall apart once again?
So you know what? Maybe it didn't go as planned. Long story short is though, there's definitely some snitches in that team.
because if I know anything, let me tell you, I got the tea and I got all of that dished out and I thought it was going a certain way. So clearly there's another alliance. So watch out, Dorit, watch out. There's some snitches and they're bitches.